Hi, my name is John. This is Bridgl, my submission for the Chainlink Chromion Hackathon. It's a decentralized cross-chain wrapper that uses Chainlink CCIP to bridge any token from some of the most popular networks. Bridgl is a little bit different than a traditional bridge. Bridgl is more like a wrapper, so on the first wrapping of a token, or this first Bridgl transaction for a token, we actually create the wrapped token on the destination network. The assets on the source network, the native assets, get locked, in that Bridgl contract on that source network. And so that's why it's kind of more like a cross-chain wrapper than it is a traditional bridge. But the big advantage of this is that there's no actual upfront cost or dev time to onboard any token. Every token is compatible with Bridgl as long as it's ERC20 compatible and is on one of the networks that we support. And yeah, let's go into the demo, I think. So if we click launch, we have a super simple form here to make a Bridgl transaction. So I'm just going to connect my wallet, and we're already on Avalanche, so that's what we're going to do this from. So got a list of all the supported networks. We'll go Avalanche. A couple of predefined tokens here, but you can just enter whatever contract you want. Like I said, every ERC20 works. So let's do a little bit of wrapped Avalanche, and let's go to Basipolia. So we'll bridge. We'll approve the spending cap, and we'll actually confirm the Bridgl transaction. And looks like it was successful here, so we'll go and have a look at the transaction. Succeeded, and yeah, if we go back, we can see it grabbed some of my wrapped tokens, and then we go into the logs, we'll see the CCIP message ID, and we can actually take a look at its progress. So yeah, here we go, it's going. And I'll be back in a couple minutes and we can take a look at that having succeeded. Okay, and so this CCIP message succeeded, and if we have a look at the destination network on Basipolia, we can see that I got the Bridgl wrapped tokens, which is pretty cool. And if we actually have a look at the original transaction, the first wrap, again, you can see I got it, but you can also see that the wrapped token contract got created. So this is kind of how you can see like a user coming onto the website using Bridgl, even with a token that's never been bridged before from Bridgl, and the wrapped token actually getting created. So it's a very seamless experience for the end user, and they don't have to be a dev to get onboarded or anything like that. Every token just works. And of course, that's just the start of the flow, right? So we wrapped our tokens. Now we actually want to unwrap the tokens, right? So if we come to our wrapped token here, and if we go from Basipolia, because obviously that's where it's coming from, let's just do a little bit less just so we can like get a confirmation, see some changes in the transactions. And if we go to Basipolia, let's approve our wrapped tokens on base, and then let's actually confirm the Bridgl transaction. So we have a look, it succeeded, cool. So I'll be back in a second and we can have a look at our wrapped Avalanche being returned to me after the unwrap is completed. So we can see the CCIP message was successful, and if we have a look at the destination chain, which should be Avalanche, right? Because we went from wrapping our tokens on Avalanche to Basipolia, and in that last transaction, we unwrapped the tokens from Basipolia back to Avalanche. So we come down, yeah, we see the correct amount, and we see our native wrapped Avalanche tokens returned to us. So kind of cool, right? Like we can see the flow of a user bridging any ERC20 token. There's no sort of setup from the devs or the end user. This just works out of the box for every token. every ERC20 token, which I think is pretty cool. So that's sort of what Bridgl is, right? It's a cross-chain decentralized wrapper. It's not a bridge, it's a cross-chain wrapper, because we're not using liquidity pools or anything like that like a traditional bridge. So yeah, thanks for your time, and this has been Bridgl.